grab a small ball. We'll start like standing on it and moving around on the ball. So if you don't have a small ball like a tennis ball or something, a spiky ball or any other dog toy ball or whatever that you have lying around, get that. If you don't have it, roll up a sock or do something like that. And we're just going to stand on it and bring some more awareness into our own bodies to begin with. And we're also going to roll on it on our back. So you need the ball and you need some floor space, and then you also need a little bit of wall space, and I'll hopefully be able to show you what I'm doing there. So I'm just going to change my view so I'm bigger so I can see that I'm showing you what I need to show. I have to take my socks off. I don't want to, but I'm going to take my socks off and come up to standing. And you don't have to see this too well because we're not doing all the intensive stuff that we do in our foot class. We're just going to pop the ball on the floor and we're just going to stand on it. Maybe move around a little bit while you're standing on it and then get off it and then stand on it again somewhere else. Right? And then get off and then stand on it again. So we're just waking up, right, or using the ball as a tool to increase our awareness of what is happening in our body. So a proprioception tool, right? So helping us to know where our body is in space. So if I stand on this ball, right, I'm getting sensations, I'm getting feedback from underneath my foot. So I feel what's happening in my foot, but also a little bit more of what's happening in the rest of my body. I'm seeing red. Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm not wearing red. I'm wearing black underneath this. I'm wearing a burgundy kind of color t-shirt underneath all that too. I'm thinking, what's going on with my camera? All right, so this is our own, right? Waking up our feet, giving us feedback, giving us sensory awareness. What's happening right now? If standing on the ball is painful, right? It gives you too much awareness. Back off. Be really light on the ball. Some of you will be able to like take a big footstep on the ball and step off and like play with it more that way. Be a little bit creative in how you're stepping on the ball. You can just stand on it like this and just sort of pulse your foot up and down on the ball. Remember to get your heels. Right, those of you who've been coming to classes with me for a while will know that I'm a big fan of working your feet. Right, our feet are our foundation. So what's going on in our feet is going to have a direct impact or effect on what's happening in the rest of your body. So I don't want to be here too long, just wishing. Having said that, the more I do this, the more I feel, the more I think, oh, I've just got to get into that extra little part of my foot. All right, that's enough on the one foot, I think. And just maybe even sit down on the floor and compare your feet to each other. And then let's get on to the other one. All right, so let's do things that can move and wake up. The other foot. And you can do the other foot the same way that the first one, or you can do it completely differently. With all movements, we're only limited by our imagination, right? What can we do? How can we feel? Yeah. So I'm doing like a new yoga teacher training at the moment. It's called I can't even say it, Integral Fascial Yoga Training. All about learning how to teach yoga with the background coming to it from working the fascia or the connective tissues of the body. And one of the first learnings was how do we get more awareness into what's going on? And that's by tapping, feeling, rubbing, right? Getting in touch with the body in a sensory way, right? Which is what this is, standing on the ball. But you can do this, you can have a rub of your belly or a rub of your lower back even while you're standing on the ball. Right? Does that give you more awareness if you said like get your hand and you rub on your back? Right. I mentioned pain briefly before. The thing that comes up for me most often is some sort of lower back pain. luckily, I have a good awareness of how my body functions, and if something goes on there, I just keep moving and it goes away. It'll come and it will go. Moving ways that are doable at the time. Keep looking at my screen to see if anyone's popping up anything in the chat to see I need to address. So if I don't make sense or if I'm blabbing on too much, let me know. I'm getting good at talking to myself these days. So just trying to step on the ball in different places of my foot. Look at the time. Tells me that I've been doing this for quite some time. So a couple more, I'll get onto my heel. And then let's step off and let's see how I'm feeling both of our feet. A little bit around. And then pick up the ball. This is again, I said that hopefully you've got some wall space somewhere, and it's always hard for me to demonstrate. I can't do it here on my curtains. We're going to come up to the wall. You're going to get the ball just behind, somewhere behind your back. Maybe it's behind your shoulder blades, maybe it's somewhere, and just lean up on the ball against the wall. Right, so the ball is behind me. It's whoops, stepping on something. Sorry that I'm partially obscuring myself, but this doorway here is the best that I have. I'm not going to be here too long, but I'm leaning against the ball on the wall, and I'm just like move my body around. So the ball is rolling around my upper back and shoulders. Now, with the same intention of rolling it around underneath my feet. And it's a little bit more difficult to maneuver here behind my back. If you drop it, that's okay. Just pick it up a bit. But again, it's such a lovely way of giving yourself a self-massage and bring that awareness into what's happening here in your arms and shoulders, because we'll be moving our arms around. We're going to be swinging them. We're going to be allowing a bit of elastic recoil to come about in our arms, in our shoulders. And I want to bring that awareness into them first. So you're not going all gung-ho, right? When you throw your arms around about that, you're having a little bit of control, even though we're using that rebound energy or that recoil energy to occur in our tissues. Now, it's stuck up high. I'm just moving it down a little bit. Can you see? Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. Just having a little wiggle with my body from side to side and just a little bend up and down. Oh, it's actually quite, I'm getting quite a lot of feedback. All right. Now I'm going to leave it there because I want to just like leave you with the idea of this type of thing you can do